Good afternoon and welcome. Today's about, what date is it today? No idea. It's a Thursday and this is going to be one of the last rides on the Africa Twin. I am gutted to be having to give this back to Honda. I have absolutely loved this bike from the moment I borrowed it, and it's going to be a sad day when I have to give this back, but on the 24th of February she goes back to Honda UK's offices and I won't be riding her again, which is just such a shame. And the annoying thing is I've had it in a part of the year where I haven't been able to get out as much as I would, and I've done just shy of 1,000 miles, and today I'll be hitting 1,000 miles. But boy, have we had some adventures on this bike. We have had some adventures. I've got stuck, I've dropped it, we've been green laning, we've done some of the Trans-Euro Trail. We have done so much on this bike in such a short space of time, and within obviously within quite a tight time frame, and also with my other commitments as well. I've had a baby and all sorts since having this. It's been crazy. So yeah, it has been such good fun. And today is one of the first days I've been able to go out where there's no ice. It's been raining this morning, so I can actually go out and just give this a little bit more welly and just generally enjoy it. It's been such a good bike. I want one of these so badly, but at the moment justifying spending 10-15 grand on a bike just isn't going to happen. I've got too many projects, too many financial commitments on the go, and I just can't justify it. I'm going to be rolling around on a 3 grand banger for a few months, maybe this whole year, because I can't justify spending the money. And we can thank that due to the lovely stamp duty. I'm paying nearly 23 grand in stamp duty in April, which is absolutely ludicrous when you think about it. I could have bought 2 of these, but anyway. So today, we are off out, and we're off out just to go and get lost on some twists and bends, and just generally enjoy what we have to offer. Really, just ride, get lost in the South Downs, and yeah. So I haven't decided my route. I think I'm just going to go to Whiteways and just peel off somewhere and just ride and just see where we go. But yeah, it's been a great bike. It's been a phenomenal bike. I love it so much. Like, Honda, please don't turn up on the 24th. I want it for longer. But I am going to buy one for sure. I'm going to buy an Africa Twin. However, I don't know what I'm going to ride next. I may get a Yamaha, I maybe get a Royal Enfield. Who knows? We don't know. But whatever happens, I'll have something for the summer. Damn it, I've got to ride something. Last year I had the Grom, which was awesome fun, and to be honest, I've been looking at Groms again. I might buy another just to tide me through that summer months. And a few of my mates have now gone out and bought them, and they're like, Dad, I'm like, no, I've sold mine. I'm like, no. So we might just do that. We may go off and do a little Grom adventure with the boys and see if we can yeah, just have some shits and giggles. But anyway, right, should we go? We're going to go to Whiteways and then peel off. But yeah, oh, so exciting. But yeah, other than that, in my life, everything's chaos. The house purchase is still going through slowly but surely, and it's just taking a bit of time. I've got a few other projects on the go, taking someone to court, usual sort of crap, but it is what it is. But yes, I really missed this year, or last year now, not going to EICMA, and I don't really know what's being launched. Kind of taken my finger off the pulse a little, but that's okay, I'll get back into it. Oh, look at that wrap, Jesus Christ. So yes, so it's been quite cool. I've got rid of my I have quite a few cars. I've got about 7 cars, I think, on my drive, maybe 8, I don't know. And I got rid of my my skip car and bought a van, which is one of the worst purchases I've ever bought. It's the most horrific van and the most shabbiest, crappiest thing I've ever spent money on, and I've paid top dollar for it. I got stung so hard, but never mind, it'll be fine. I'll fix it. So yes, so yeah, I'm quite happy today. I'm quite happy today, as you can probably tell. So the ramblings are going to be rambles. Oh, this bike is so good. I'm still averaging 50.1 mpg on nearly 1,000 miles now, which is bonkers if you think about it. Especially as like I got stuck. You know, it took me like 5 hours to get out of a quarry. Like, you know, I've done lots of green laning, tons of green laning on this, and you know, and I've been really put myself in some really awkward positions and situations, and probably not ideal. But yes. So, what's going on here? Got to be a bit careful. But yeah, yeah, I quite fancy having a go on the Super Tenere, the 700 or maybe the 1200. That's something that's interesting me. The 700 appeals a little bit more, just on the fact that I could do it may be a little bit better for green laning than this. So that definitely definitely appeals. Oh yeah, so we're going to get past this car in a minute. And then later on this year, I'm going to talk to you about my S1000 XR, the dramas, the battles, and we'll find out how shite that situation really is. What I don't like about modern day cars at the moment, and maybe it's on bikes as well, but we don't tend to indicate, so is the indicators just in bright light. You can't see them. Like, maybe we should go back to the old ways where we drop a flag out in daylight, daylight, and you know, just so it's got a visual, like actually something visible, not something you can only see at night time. South Coast Skips, thank you very much. It's always pays to be polite. Manners cost nothing. Right, where are we going now? Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Is that my friend Sally? No. Right, I don't know where my sat-nav's taken us. It wants me to turn around all the time. My Scala shit itself, they don't work anymore. So I'll be changing my helmet and then changing all my Scala. I've got to change my boots, my jacket. The only thing that isn't fucked are my jeans, and even then, that's up for debate. Come on. The roads up here are a little bit wet. Shouldn't be too greasy. Bump. Ugh. Stick to 40 till we get to the de-restricted. Why would you want anything else? So much torque, plenty of power, especially for my rider, really. You know, and the S1000 XR, awesome bike, don't get me wrong, I love it. I just hate BMW at the moment. And like, there was a lot of power there, but like my ability, we all know, we've seen how I ride, my ability is good, and I'm fairly pacey on the roads, but like, I was never going to use or have the use for all that power, unless in the track days, and I don't know. So we're going to go down past Whiteways on the left. Now Whiteways should be empty because you're not meant to be travelling anywhere. Now I can travel because I do this as a job. I have a media company and I'm creating media, so I am perfectly legitimate to be here doing what I do. However, everyone else here, you can only walk as far, you can only go for a walk as far as you can walk according to government lockdowns. And that's why I haven't been out on the mountain bike up here, because, oh, what's going on? Because it's just too far. However, I guarantee this car park will be rammed, especially today, as it's been, this afternoon's a lovely afternoon. So shall we have a look? Oh look, rammed. Not rammed, but there's enough cars in there to make you realise. And technically I can go out on my mountain bike here, because once again I create media. As long as I've got a camera running, I'm working. oh, this road had diesel on it the other day, and quite a few bikes spanned it, and cars. So just, but yeah, look at that, not round to be fair, but there's more cars in there than you'd expect. One thing I was taught when riding, and I'll probably do a whole video on this in the future, but when I was taught riding, always make sure, no matter what gear you're in, you've always got the ability to roll off the throttle. If you're in too high a gear and you're rolling off, doesn't do anything, doesn't give you any engine braking or not, then you're in the wrong gear. And now this has saved my life numerous times. We've all got into situations where we've gone into a corner quite hot and you can't touch the brakes because that's just suicide, but just backing off a little will give you just a little bit enough, and doing so, this car must be turning, and doing so will just give you enough to yeah, just give you enough to get out of trouble. So being have the ability to either roll on or roll off on the throttle is one of my top tips for riders. And it's something that I think, and I feel, my God, has it rained? Look at the flooding, Jesus Christ. Has it burst its banks? Yes, it has. Yes, look down there, Jesus wept. Oh, that house is a bit twitchy, I should think. I wonder how many times they've been flooded out. Anyway, yeah, so that's something that's quite important. And the other thing is also the bike can probably handle more than you can handle. So normally, if you throw it into a corner and you think it's going out of shape, just kind of keep focused on where you want to end up. Don't look at the hedge or the sign or the telegraph pole or the ravine. Try and keep focused on that black stuff. And where you look will tend to be where you go. It's called object fixation, and it's something else that has really, and also if you think you're going to crash, maybe a little bit more twist of the wrist might get you out of said trouble. So yeah, but I think I'm going to do a whole video on stuff I've learned over the years, because I've been riding now, I'm going to say 7 or 8 years, and the average person that rides 7 or 8 years, they'll still be fairly green. They've obviously ridden and stuff, and I've had my accidents, never had any road crashes as such. It's always been off-road, but that's kind of where I want to make the mistakes. But after those, in those 7 years, the first 5 years, I was probably hitting 20,000 miles a year, riding all over Europe, in situations where a lot of people would struggle. You know, me and my wife cleared off to Italy for 6 weeks on the bike. So, you know, and I've done quite a lot. And so, even though like the average person rides 3,000 miles a year, you know, so in 10 years they've done 30,000 miles. Well, I've done almost 40,000 miles on my second year. So how many years experience have I got? I don't know. You make that decision. And it's not just commuting either, because as you know, I don't commute, so I'm not doing the same route, even though I am currently on the same route as I normally ride. But you know, it's all been different. It's all been different situations. There's been mountains, there's been motorways, there's been twisties, there's been single track, it's been off-road. You know, so I have, you know, it's been a very good mixture of riding situations. So, do I class myself as a good rider? No, I can't do wheelies, and I can handle certain situations and sideways movement and whatnot. So in that side of things, a motocross rider would not, you know, would piss over me. Now this road is not very nice. These are the sort of conditions where I get a little bit of a tight ring. Because traction control just wants to, you know, it just wants to remind you things are going a bit shit. Oh, it's very wet up here, isn't it? Jesus Christ. Yeah, so, you know, I don't say I'm a good rider. I believe I'm safe. Too many risks, and I tend to obey. Oh, what's that smell? I tend to obey the laws of the road. Anyway, so yeah, so no, I believe I'm a safe rider. I'd love to learn more, don't get me wrong. I'd love to go out and do track days and doing more off-road riding and experience days, and that massively appeals to me. I like so appeals to me, like I want to do it, but at the moment it's just funding. I've got like no money spare at the moment at all. I'm hemorrhaging money at projects and property, and it's a nightmare. So I just don't have the resources at the moment, which is why I'm so grateful for Honda to have given me a bike for so long. It was only meant to be 3 weeks. 3 weeks they said, Dan, you've got this bike for, and I've had it 6 months, I think. So you know, we can't complain about that at all. So Honda, like I will forever love you. There's no shadow of a doubt about that. I will forever love you. We're going to sneak up the inside. You're going to do it? Oh no. Such lovely houses round here. In fact, there's lovely houses everywhere around here, let's be honest. So I've been suffering with a bit of a bad back recently, and I've pulled a tendon in my arm. There's tendons in my arm, pulled something in there, which has been hurting for about 4 weeks now, which is an absolute delight. Don't get old, people. Oh. Listen to that twin. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, I love riding. There's another potential dogging spot, chaps. I don't know where we're going, but it looks awfully fun. Grapham, oh wow. Might pull over and take some photos. So my sat nav is set to go home, so I've got a ride until, oh look at this, what a splash. Oh, slippery there. Good laugh with it. Such a good laugh. Another 16 miles and I'm going to hit 1,000 miles. I'm going to go this way. Oh! Wind the runner. We're so lucky here, aren't we? I say it in every video, but my lord, like, you could literally be anywhere in the world right now. Could be anywhere in the world. And one thing I've learned over the years, this is going to be a very wisdomy flipping loads of wisdom in this flipping video. One thing I've always saying is there's no such thing as bad weather, just bad choice of clothes. And boy is that true. Right, where do we want to go? Amersham. Should we go that way? Amersham. No idea. These are the kind of roads I actually quite like riding. Like, you're not going to lose your license down here. You might crash. You might get caught on some of the horrible nastiness that is mud and grit and stuff, but you find some really beautiful places. On a landy. So I'm now an hour away from home, which is fine. I'm just going to keep down this road, I think. There's quite a lot of water about, isn't there? Loads of it. Lots of people doing tree work, forestry work. Is that what it's called? A lumberjacking. Oh yeah, look at this. Rather pleasant, isn't it? Oh yes, look at that bridge. Oh, someone behind. Sorry. There's me getting a bit carried away, looking over the top of the bridge. Didn't notice the person behind. I'm always in my mirrors. I very rarely not see people behind me and whoa, there's someone behind the bridge. Mind you, he was chatting on his mobile phone, so you know, we'll let him off. Mind you, round here, is it going to cause a problem? Lots of tractors. Oh, a lovely farmhouse. This is a little tight. Oh, Easebourne. Road battery's changed, and we are going down this road by the looks of it. We've got an hour till I get home, which is alright. We can handle that. Africa Twin looking awesome and just suits this countryside and this type of terrain. Oh, so in love with this bike. So in love with this bike. Right, let's get it on. Let's get it on. Let's go. So yeah, I'd recommend the TomTom Rider to anybody. Anybody at all. It is a phenomenal sat nav. Oh. She was pretty. Right. So yeah, anyway, I think we're about there really. It's quite a random video for you, a bit more rambly and whatever than normal, but it is what it is. So I'm going to say bye-bye now. So thanks for watching. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Ciao for now.